Sunlight, Chapter 6. Our next visit started on a rather odd and peculiar question. He asked me how I felt about an orange alligator. Once I pondered the question long enough, I figured it would be cool, and he seemed pleased and said I wasn't the type, but somehow he knew I'd understand. He then told me this would be the main character of a story he was writing. I'd never written a story before, so I presumed main characters were human, but he corrected my misconception. He proceeded to telling me, "The setting is a sea-green forest, yet he'd somehow turned out orange. He became such an eyesore, in fact, that he couldn't hunt, so naturally survival was hard, and hunger became his only companion. All the other animals hated him, even his own kin. He felt cursed. So he strayed away from them to find refuge alone, until finally he made a friend, a lime-green blue jay that for reasons unknown lacked the gift of flight. Every day he would let the bird get upon his back to practice flying, to gain its mantle, so to say." It's stupid. I know. I should scrap it, shouldn't I? I told him I loved the symbolism, and it'd be magnificent when he finished. He was surprised, saying it was the first time, so not to expect a masterpiece. He'd hoped to show me the novel one day, The Story of the Orange Alligator, but that's a story for another day. He'd hoped if he'd found some meaning in his life that he could put it in his story. Writing was his way of searching for purpose, anyway. He then told me every time he wrote he saw me, pushing him, telling him, "Don't you dare die on me. Not yet. You've got a job to do." Hearing that invoked my tears, but we didn't speak or act on my feelings of joy. We had no time. He then let me know he'd been getting old, telling me he could feel the wind begin to blow in his bones, a human weather detector. I then smiled and said, "Well, Mr. Radar, shall we be off?" We shared a smile as the night closed the curtain to yet another beautiful day.